back. It is time for our panel now. Jo Robertson, parenting specialist, is back again, which is a good thing. Jo, good morning.
That sounded terrible.
I know it did. It's like, why is she here
This
again?
is the last time now.
I didn't mean for it to sound like that. I don't know how it came out. Parenting specialist. Good to see you, Jo. And Oscar Kightley is with us. Actor, presenter, writer, journalist, director, comedian, and working on a new... What have you been doing, Jo? Working on a new series, Music, Portrait of a Humble Disabled Samoan. Now, this premieres at Q Theatre this week as part of the Arts Festival. Good morning to you all.
I'm the one back again, but you're the one doing so much.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm spending too much time here.
This is your problem.
And I need to be achieving more elsewhere.
Hey, do you guys just listen to James talk about the earthquakes? Are you now officially frightened?
I'm officially an expert on fault lines. I keep thinking about, you know how we have the floods? The 1 in 100 year floods that happen every year.
Yeah.
So now we have all these houses who are designated in flood zones. And now I'm worried about them also being given like a fault line.
Yeah.
And can those people ever sell their homes again? No, they cannot.
No. And then we haven't even mentioned the volcanoes.
Well, I always thought that was the biggest issue facing Auckland, right, a volcano. Because ever since I came to this country, we've been practicing for earthquakes, and they don't seem to happen. And also the best practice changes.
You've been practicing for earthquakes?
Yeah. It was the whole thing was go and hide under your desk, but now it's moved.
Oh, yeah.
Now you've got to hide under a doorway. So, you know, if I was living in Avondale, Glendowie, Newmarket, Sandringham, I'd worry a little bit. Yeah, actually. Despite James's awesome advice.
Yeah.
No, don't panic.
He was very calm.
He was. But yeah, you're right. We grew up doing this stop, drop and roll. Wait, is that?
Drop.
Yeah.
That's it.
And you roll under your desk. And I grew up in Wellington, so we did. It was useful information. But you're right. Auckland's it's not really been the vibe, has it?
How do 30 children fit in a doorway?
Well, exactly. I guess there's always going to be some collateral damage.
Like 28 children
28
are gone.
children are gone, yeah.
God. All right.
Who do you choose?
Well, whoever's, it's
Oscar
fast.
over me, because I'm achieving nothing.
It's the quick and the dead, right? Whoever gets there fastest,
yes,
presumably.
whoever rolls.
Now, let's talk about the new Plymouth District Council in trouble for raising the American flag, Oscar. This is... I sort of looked at this story and I thought, it's a bit of a beat up because they have this Americana festival, which is actually really cool, and lots of people come there. So they put the American flag up for that. At the same time, there is obviously this war happening that America started. So, you know, they're copping some flack. Do you think it's fair?
I don't know. I mean, they normally have the Tino Rangatiratanga flag fly, so I don't think there's anything dodgy going on in the building. I think it was about the American festival. I think it was just bad timing. And they took it down when they realised that people were upset. And I think it's about the intent. If you're not intending to celebrate war, then surely you can say, sorry, our bad, and then take it down. I don't think, though. I think it is a bit of a beat-up.
Yeah, I reckon it is too. Jo?
Yeah, I mean, I feel bad. I think that you can celebrate people without celebrating a country, I'd like to think. You know, so you can support the people doing that festival without saying we're supporting the country. I think probably it was, poor taste. Maybe just not this time.
Yeah. The boot camp. So News Talk ZB this morning reporting that the second boot camp with 10 teenagers taking part. It's not the same boot camp as the one that they ran last year, but it's a 2.0 version of it. They're learning from it. Karen Traw says they are learning from what happened in the first one. But Oscar, they are going ahead with us starting on Monday. I don't think anyone's under any illusions that it's not going to turn everything around. What do you think about it?
I feel like it's a waste of money. It's the 1950s. I mean, when they did the first one, everyone said it wouldn't work. And, 6 out of the 10 out of the first one re-offended. One passed away. And this time around, they're making them spend longer in the residence facility, 6 months as opposed to 3 months. So how different is it really from that? And, I agree that joining the Navy would be good. That kind of discipline, that kind of getting up early, I feel like there is benefits there if it really resonates with the offender. But I feel like this is an old policy. And also the legislation to do it hasn't even come before the House yet.
No, not yet. Still a trial.
It feels like they're kind of just trialling and we're paying for it, and I don't know if it really helps these young offenders.
Joe, how do you stop? Because the problem is, well, it has been that, you know, when you've got a kid who's hanging out with the wrong crowd or whatever, you sort of want to take them away and put them somewhere else so that they break that, you know, that association, so that they kind of get away from it all, right?
I probably have a slightly unique perspective in that I used to work in a youth justice facility.
Oh, wow.
So, and also in a care and protection facility, which is for children, but a lockdown facility. And to be honest, they were quite traumatic. They were traumatic in that you were exposed to a lot of types of behaviour as a 8, 9, 10, 14, 16-year-old amongst, you know, the group, the cohort that was also in the facility with you. And they harmed against each other. The staff, I don't know. I think that it draws in a particular kind of person. I saw a lot of non-therapeutic care of the kids, and that's controversial to say, and that function, but maybe didn't have the right skill set to be in that environment, probably because they were quite not paid very well. Like, you need expert people, you need profoundly good people in those environments, and I didn't, to be honest, see that. So maybe this is different. And I would hope so, but my experience was that they were quite traumatic environments.
See, the thing is, those facilities you're talking about, if they're not in the boot camp, they're in one of these facilities. Like,
Yeah, those weren't good either.
No, so it's like nothing's ever going to be good, is it? Because they're broken kids.
Yeah, they have so much trauma. So 90% of them have a confirmed or suspected mental health condition. The majority of them will have experienced severe trauma, sexual trauma, neglect, physical trauma, most of which will have happened in the home. But they desperately are looking for connection and belonging. Yeah. And that's what's going to create the change. So if
dealing with that is harder, right?
Yeah.
And requires more patience and more understanding, and the whole talking points about throw them in a boot camp, it just doesn't work. And what does work, we have to try the other stuff at some point. There has to be an appetite for that, because this isn't working.
No, and it takes so much longer than a year to transform your life.
Yeah, but also, like,
I know adults that are still trying.
Yeah.
And they haven't had any of the issues that these young people have had, and they're still dealing with a lot of issues.
It's true. Yeah.
So what do we expect these youngsters to get their shit together, you know, after 12 months of waking up at 5 a.m?
Yeah.
Doesn't make sense.
all right, team, good to see you this morning. Thanks so much for coming in.
I'll be back.